Hello everyone, and welcome to the Voltron Army server for multiplayer Minecraft. I actually have a guest commentator here with me today. That would be Jeff. Say hello, Jeff.
Hello. Hello.
So, we just finished the great big... Let me turn down a few distance here. The great big wall of Voltron, which starts right here around the new spawn area.
Ooh.
Little Geronimo there.
Yeah.
Jeff redid this whole thing, took out trees, lots of nice sand.
I hate trees.
Yes, they are very griefable. Okay, so I'm going to get back up on top of the wall, and I'm going to walk around as I talk. And you can see, hopefully I can turn view distance up a little bit, and you guys can see some of the constructions we've made, aside from the wall, that is.
As well as some of the sciences we've made on accident.
Yes, all for science. So, let's see here. Okay, this is the entrance to my fort dungeon place that I had in my other video.
Speaking of science, trees on trees on trees.
Oh yes, very nice. And my floating island over there that was all ocean before I made the island from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we are walking. One of the things I wanted to talk to about in this video was the whole survival mentality of some of the Minecraft community. How they just look down on people for creating. And they think of it as, say, oh, it's such a bad thing that we're treating this like creative mode. And to me, that's part of what Minecraft is. I mean, we don't have the mobs and the darkness and the risk that will come when it comes, and I'm sure it will come, that's no problem. But I think it's more to it with the fact that just the way that you gather the materials. All the materials here, with maybe a couple exceptions, though the admin have been pretty good about not spawning stuff, has come from the world. Every last block of stone for this giant wall has come out of the earth somewhere.
Yeah, there are gigantic quarries that are like probably 50 by 50 tiles wide, and then maybe hundreds and hundreds of tiles deep of just people digging stone for hours. All worth it too. God damn, this thing's huge. What the hell is that water mountain over there?
Actually, I
Science!
It was kind of neat. I do like the water physics, even if it does make some science.
Yeah.
Giant gate.
Oh, yeah. But we're going to have to jump down for this one.
Well, I want to see you got to see the crowning achievement at the top here. And I can't see it from the very bottom. But I think, yeah, jumping down isn't a bad idea.
Yeah. One of the things about the survival mentality that you're talking about with us doing things like building creatively is, in a way, you have to look at this as an opportunity because of the paradise-like situation that we're in. Always daytime, no monsters, and the ability to put on peaceful mode.
Yep.
But at the same time, I would be willing to bet that we're going to try to do these big, massive constructions, and we're going to try to elevate it beyond utilitarian huts, because Minecraft has always really been an outpouring of creativity from the community. And it is, I don't want to get like super metaphorical, but that's really what life is in survival, the human race, you know. We don't try to just make it, we try to make it better.
Well, even in single player games, I know that I, for one, don't just dig a hole in the ground and try to survive. I try to make a fortress, I try to explore, I try to live in the world.
Even on the hardest possible setting on the current InfDev single player, where you've got the zombies and everything, all you need to do to survive is dig 3 tiles down and put a dirt tile above your head, and you will survive forever.
Yeah, there's no real reason to go around making the big gigantic fortresses that we do, and
Mm.
yet we do it anyway because
Yeah,
it's
there's one of the
fun.
stone quarries.
Yes, down there, big giant hole in the ground.
And you got to find a middle ground, I think. We don't want to have just hundreds of floating towers shaped like Mario, Super Mario, or whatever. But oh yeah, hey,
Yes, this is the last block that was put into the wall. The
indeed.
gold tooth from the Jeff Major face.
Yeah, I gave him my own gold tooth, but it was well worth it. And this wall, how many days?
I think it took us 3 days, maybe 4.
Yeah, yeah,
Over
jeez.
here is Variax's complex.
Mm-hmm.
Down
Man, he
in
got such a good piece of land there.
well,
That waterfall in the bay. Oh, I fell.
well, I put in the waterfall for him actually, and he just
Oh,
kind of built up
oh,
around it, and it looked very nice. I mean,
indeed it does.
and then I put the wall around him when I was planning the wall length. So we
Yeah,
have
I think what we need
this.
to do with the survival
What's
is
that?
find some kind of middle ground between a hole in the ground and a floating Mario head.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, some of the pixel art I don't agree with making. I mean, maybe a little
Hmm.
bit, like words and such. Some of the Jeff Major faces that are around here are kind of nice.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, did you see the? There was this. It was like a perfect example. Was there was a Mayan temple made partly with mossy cobblestone. It looked really cool, but next to it, it had some Minecraft text.
Yeah,
Block letters, but it said treasure. And when we went inside of it, this was on this server. There were traps everywhere with treasure in them. Like I saw these two iron blocks perfectly forged sitting there, so I dug one out, and all of a sudden lava came shooting out into my face. So I think that that is a good example of someone using words as like a sign to not do anything to break the creative kind of survival barrier there. I think it's nice to have a middle ground and be relaxed about it.
yeah. I mean, I think that all worked out very nicely. But I think some of the 2D pixel art, especially, I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
I don't
with
know
the
if that really has any place
yeah,
on a survival mode server. And in the moment, it's not even possible to create that. So that's a benefit.
well, you could, but you still have to mine out all the different materials. Like if you made it out of wood and stone and such, just
Yeah,
to
your
get
palette
different
would be very
colors.
limited.
But and out there is
uh,
the mining platform, which are
oh,
deep
that will.
sea oil rig.
It's not bad. It
Yeah,
only took me like
it's
20 minutes to make, though.
nothing compared to the wall, but
No.
this is a giant treehouse coming up here. I didn't notice all that stone they put on it. Where did this come from? This is new. This is,
That's one of the things I love about this server.
oh yeah, every
Just
day
looking
brings
around,
something
being
new.
like, I don't know who the hell made that, but it's awesome.
That's Death's obsidian house down there.
That took him a while.
The bamboo farm.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
You may
not
be able to see
sure.
the Zen garden soon.
Yeah, the Zen garden is out a little bit, maybe a little farther up. I'm not
Oh,
sure
yeah.
who this big spiral building is up here, made out of stone. Do you know who that is?
I think that was Massex, maybe, because I remember him building a tower there. It was him, and I think it was him and Amnesiac Jack, who is also Plump Helmet Punk, the real one.
Yeah. Yeah, I
We
can
have an imposter on our
just
server.
barely make out the
It's a real simple form.
the relaxation pyramid over there, and then of course the water slide that goes up above
Oh
the
man, have
clouds.
have you gone into one of those with a boat yet?
Not with a boat. I went in and fiddled around a little bit by myself.
It's got a bizarre thing that happens. If you take a boat into the bottom of the waterfall, it shoots you straight up in the sky, like a rocket.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah,
I'll have to give that a try.
yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay. Well, we've made it back to the spawn after a quick little run around. I want to go over here and show off the bank in the main part of town here. And then I want to go over to the start of the giant bridge and show the explosiveness on the other side. So there's the bank with the snow on it. Yes, explosiveness. Yes. So, and you can just kind of make out it's a little beyond the fog distance. I think it is Scout Freak's tree? He was the one who made the tree? That was the first tree-on-tree construction that I saw.
It's max height and also covered in waterfalls.
Yes, it was very, very interesting. With, like, wooden houses in it.
And
little branches, very elvenish.
Totally cool, too.
And so here is the start of the massive bridge that spans...
Yeah, they're almost finished with this one, too. It's good to know that we beat them, though.
Yeah, well, they don't have the covered wood part reaching all the way through.
Yeah.
But it's getting there. And so the explosiveness should be coming out of the mist any time now. And there she is. Or it. I don't know. It's my brother's castle. Even better than, even as good as the statue, is the fact that the water behind it, in the little shrine back there, also has the same face. That you can see it on the isometric view. And of course,
come down here.
Going through.
Have you been inside of it yet?
I have been inside of it, indeed.
Yeah.
See, there's the face, right there. Seems so simple and like nothing from here, but and of course inside. Like people have been hitting some of them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, gotta have their fun.
I'm tempted to hit one of them and see what happens.
Go for it, man.
Okay.
I'm running.
So, yes, let's run once.